What's up, world? What's happening? I am Brian Dawson. A lot of y'all may recognize me, or my voice, I should say, from the radio. I am a 23-year veteran of radio, also done a lot of TV. I'm an avid sports fan. So this is the official B1 Sports channel. And basically, the channel is designed and geared to people who are tired of hearing the mainstream talking points that seems to go on Fox, on ESPN. It almost seems like you cannot get a job unless you regurgitate the same opinion. And I find it very strange, some of these opinions. So it gives me a chance to give an outlet to you guys to give another opinion, and gives you guys a chance to also get in, comment, like, subscribe, debate me, and just challenge me. Maybe you don't believe what I believe. I'm welcoming all points of view, but I'm a little tired of watching some of these daily debate shows and talk shows and so-called sports shows that really talk about, have the same opinion. I cannot believe that someone believes some of the things they're saying. I almost believe you cannot get the job at some of these places unless you're a part of this conspiracy I'm starting to call everything. So we will not only focus on the major stories that people talk about all the time. So what I'm basically saying is, like, no, we're not going to talk about LeBron every day. We're not going to talk about the Cowboys every day. And the Cowboys are my favorite team. We're not going to talk about Tom Brady every day. We're going to try to get down and dive deep into stories that are affecting our culture, and talk about the way things are reported also. I am a media critic, self-proclaimed media critic. I have a master's in communications from the University of Akron in Ohio. I used to play basketball up there. But we'll get more into me as we go along and give you guys a chance to, again, debate, agree. Give me a chance to learn. I will keep an open mind. But I'm just telling you what I see and what I feel that's going on. And it's also really making me want to produce videos such as this. So B1 Sports, of course, is the name. B1 Sports, where you will find an alternative view to what you see on mainstream media and have a voice and the ability to chime in. So we're going to be doing everything, live shows. We're going to have interviews, just everything. So you're going to love our channel. So please like, comment, and subscribe to what we're going to be talking about. Let folks know that B1 Sports is here, and we're going to be a major player in the game. So I figure I'd kick off this show with our top 10 NBA players. Top 10 NBA players will cause a lot of controversy. And the reason I started with this topic, because I saw Steven Jackson, former Spurs, Up in Smoke, or All That Smoke podcast, real dope, advocate. He does a lot of stuff. I had a chance to meet him a few times. But I saw he went on a podcast recently and made what was termed a controversial statement by saying LeBron James wasn't a current top 5 player. First of all, I found it very, I don't know what the word is, but it was upsetting in the way it was covered. So I saw it on Fadeaway World, and they write the worst stories in the world. Everything's slanted towards LeBron. Like, it's just unbelievable the way, to me, that they're shaping the minds of what people think. And we're going to get into that. It's certain shows that I think is poisoning the debates that are going on, and it's really messing up, the sports world to me. But anyway, so let's get back to this episode. Steven Jackson goes on the sports show, on the sports podcast, and he's bold enough to say that LeBron James is not a top 5 player. Now, I found that interesting because he's not close to being a top 5 player active in the game. He's just not. Now, if you want to define it as playing top 5 basketball, I can take that argument a little bit better. But to say right now he's a top 5 NBA player is so far of a stretch that I find it to be amazing. And that's my big problem with LeBron fans, is that you guys take compliments and turn them into insults. To say he's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th greatest player ever is not an insult. But y'all take it as that. So yes, I will be addressing all of that. But right now, today's show is about the top 10 NBA players right now, okay? So I'm going to give you the top 10 players in my order. Okay. Then I give you some fringe players around the top 10, and I give you a chance to get in my comment section and tell me what you think. All right. So I consider the number one player in the game right now to be Giannis. He fits all the criteria to be the number one player right now. He's won a title recently. He's been dominating the league up until the time he won a title. He won several MVPs. And currently he's just, to me, the most dominating force in the league. You replace him with anybody else on that particular team, that team does not do anything close to what he's doing. He don't really have a true big two or big three, but I think he makes the other two, number two and number three player, better, and they fit well with him. But Giannis, to me, is a clear-cut best player in the league. KD will be second in my estimation, even though he is hurt. And I penalized a couple people for being hurt, but he hasn't been hurt long enough for me to take him out. So I'll go Giannis 1, KD 2, Joel Embiid 3. All right, and I think 2 and 3 could flip-flop, but 3 and 4 could flip-flop. So let me make sure I keep this list straight so you guys can keep up. Giannis at 1, KD at 2, Embiid, a dominant force, at 3. Joker to be 4. Now, a lot of with my list, I also looked at how they played against the other players that's on this list. Did you take your team and beat them? Of course, you could have been suffering through injuries and stuff. So I try to put all of this in. But to me, you're not dominant with just stats. I don't play that game. I need stats. I need wins. I don't need you to be undefeated, but I need wins, okay? Or some type of winning, okay? So I got Steph coming in at 5. He is my favorite player. I will say that in the league right now. Big Steph fan. I'm just going to be honest when it's time to be honest. But right now I got him around 5. 6 will be Luka, and I consider 5 and 6 kind of interchangeable. But right now I'll give Steph a slight edge just because, again, even though this is a current top 10 list, you have to, if it's close, then you got to factor who been doing what longer. That's just my opinion, okay? Number 7, Jason Tatum. Okay. So real quick, to run over my list again, I got Giannis at 1, KD at 2, Embiid at 3, Joker at 4, Steph at 5, Luka at 6, Tatum at 7. I think Jason Tatum is off the chain. I think he's unfairly judged. Last year, he didn't have a great NBA Finals, but I think he's over-relying on scoring too much. So once he learns to really get his teammates involved and become a better passer, I think he will really explode, but he's just unstoppable. You can't do nothing with him. He's just off the chain. He's been doing it for a while, so I got to give him credit. I'll look for him to do well in the finals or make it to the finals this year. All right, number 8. This one was close, but I will have to go with Ja. That is because his team is doing well. He's the driving force for that team. He hasn't done enough to get any higher, but the boy is dominant. I have to give him credit. The boy is dominant. Number 9, and here's where it got a little bit touchy, because 9 and 10. So I'm going to go with 9. This person I'm going to mention at number 9, just because he's more healthier than the person at 10, because some folks got pushed back a little bit. But when he was healthy, which I don't think but a couple of more games is going to take him to get back to where he was. So let's go with Donovan Mitchell at 9, AD at 10. And I think when AD gets healthy, he can come up a little bit. But since he's not reliable right now, I'm going to leave him at 10. So there you have it, folks. My top 10 list right there. Giannis at 1, KD at 2, Embiid at 3, Joker at 4, Steph at 5, Luka at 6, Tatum at 7, Ja at 8, Donovan at 9, AD at 10. Players that's hovering around the list. There's a lot of good ones still stuck out there. I do have LeBron James. I got Kyrie Irving, Dame Lillard. The first person on that list outside the 10, I will go with Jaylen Brown. He could be on that list right there, but he's not the number one guy there, so it's hard to put him on there. Also, once he becomes fully healthy, Kawhi Leonard will be on that list. Okay, the only reason he's not on that list because he's hurt, but he will be on that list. If he can stay healthy, slow down the load management, get back in shape, he's unbelievable. Paul George, De'Aaron Fox, and Sabonis, 2 teammates. You also kind of got Jimmy Butler thrown around in that list. I might have forgot a couple of people. There's a couple of people that's hurt that I did not put on here because they just not have played enough games or done enough. But here's my list of the best players in the NBA. So LeBron fans, get out of here if you're trying to put him over Giannis, KD, Embiid, Joker, Steph, Luka. Not even close. You saw Tatum play against him. You already know what it is. Even though Tatum had a bad game recently in Boston on that foul when he fouled LeBron, but he didn't have a total game. But neither did LeBron to me. I mean, he had an offensive game, but he's not playing enough defense to be on this list, and he's not impacting winning by himself. Ja, AD, Donovan. Donovan will be 9, AD will be 10. Okay? So there you have it. That's my top 10 list. What says you? I need to know what you think. Where did I get it wrong? Where did I get it right? Drop your top 10 lists. Like, comment, subscribe to V1 Sports. Look for more good content on this channel. I'm excited. I'm excited to interact with you guys, to meet y'all, to expand this platform and make it big. So share it with your friends. Let them know that there's a new platform out here speaking the truth, speaking facts, and we're going to bring the heat. All right. Until next time, thank you for checking me out. V1 Sports. Lego.